Indiana Pacers today. It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana. Young out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Ellis. And it's Teague in at point guard. Ante Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
Now here's Rose. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. No one covering. Anthony's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Teague. George with no one around. Second chance shot. Young's shot is off. The Knicks off to a quick start here. Lee outside. Singas passes to Rose. To the paint. Young with the steal. George with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Passes to Teague. Feeds it to Turner. Pass to Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Young with no one around. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
On defense, Indiana. It's a 3-point game. Anthony against George. Pass to Porzingis. Off the pick. The rebound by Young.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
And he converts the layup.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
7-4. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. T kicks to George. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
Here's Teague after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Lee against Ellis. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Here's Teague following the score by Derrick Rose. Ellis kicks to Teague. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. New York leading by 3. New York moving it around. And now the fast break. George with the ball. It's Ellis on the wing. Releases. Can't hit. Good D by Lee. Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Rose goes in. And that one's good. Rose has got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
There's a screen, and George kicks the tee. Nice tee from Rose.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
Sure.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Brooks is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then there's Allen. And it's Miles in at the small forward. Offensive rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Holiday against Stuckey. And there's the pass to Jennings. Hey guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game, some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Now here's Thomas following the miss by Rodney Stuckey. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now the dish to Miles. He kicks it to Jefferson. 14 feet away, and the shot is good. Jefferson's got 4 this quarter. Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone this game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
Now here's Stuckey following the miss by Jennings. Stuckey with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Jefferson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
And for Al Jefferson, never making an all-star team, he's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the All-Star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit of D to have a chance to get there.
In watching Al Jefferson over the years, he can be dominant and be efficient in doing it. For all the points he's piled up, he's always been around a 50% shooter And for all the times he's handled the ball, his turnover rate is relatively low. So that's giving your team good quality possession.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the miss by Jennings. Indiana moving the ball around. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Miles.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now here's Thomas. Shot clock at 6.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Pacers called timeout, their first of the game. And the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Left side, George. They set the pick. To the inside. Right on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Thaddeus Young.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Porzingis. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lee gets the bucket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And Teague, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
Here's Porzingis. Anthony on the wing, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony dishes to Noah. Ellis with some nice D.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league.
Here's Rose. He's got 10. Dishes to Anthony. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down low. Noah, the pass to Lee. And Turner with the block, but he stays with it. No good from Lee.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Ellis, the shot's good on the assist by George. Ellis has got his second basket of the game.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And it's Rose penetrating, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity.